Good afternoon. This week, Speaker Nancy Pelosi and House Democrats brought part of their annual spending package to the House floor. Now, every year, the House votes on 12 separate appropriation bills that help fund our government for the next fiscal year. This week, the Democrats brought up 6 of the 12 funding bills and they combined it into one big bill. However, this partisan package drastically and dramatically increases top-line spending by 14%. It includes controversial new liberal initiatives and removes long-standing policy provisions. Now, for example, it eliminates all pro-life protections and it also facilitates the taxpayer funding of abortions. It also undermines domestic energy production and funds partisan climate programs. And lastly, the bills encourage illegal immigration and they jeopardize our national security. Now, for these reasons and many more, my Republican colleagues and I voted against this legislation, which passed 220 to 207. Every single Republican voted against this massive bill. Without a doubt, it's clear the out-of-control spending pushed by Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden and the Democrats, they've been a key driver of the skyrocketing inflation that we've seen over the last year and a half. And frankly, the Democrats' reckless spending and policy priorities for this year, they're just out of touch with everyday Americans, certainly with West Tennesseans. Instead of addressing the economic crisis, the border crisis, the crime crisis, or the energy crisis, Democrats are prioritizing liberal initiatives and increasing federal spending, which we know will further fuel inflation. We need to be focused on addressing the key issues that are negatively impacting hardworking Americans throughout West Tennessee and the country. American families are struggling under the Democrats' one-party rule, and it's got to change. Now, as such, I remain committed to working with my colleagues to find real common-sense solutions to the challenges we face every day. As always, if you have any questions, any concerns or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to our offices in West Tennessee or in Washington. You can also visit my website, kustoff.house.gov, for updates on legislative activity, for statements that I made to the press, and also for constituent services. It's an honor to represent West Tennessee, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you very much.